All right, today we're doing Math 6, Mission 8, Lesson 16, box plots. So box plots are a way to summarize the data that we've collected, especially in our 5-number summary. It's actually kind of a fun way to describe the 5-number summary and display it. All right, so warm up. Here are the birth weights in ounces of all the puppies born at a kennel in the past month. What do you notice and wonder about the distribution of the puppies' weights? Well, we have a minimum of 13 and a maximum of 20, right? I noticed that there aren't any gaps. It goes 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So no gaps. Okay. There are, well, let's see how many puppies there are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. So we have 25 puppies. And so let's find the median. That should be the 13th number, right? There it is, 17. So the median is 17. Okay. The minimum is 13 and the maximum is 20. We already knew. I would probably say the mean without calculating it is probably 17, but I'm not sure because we didn't calculate it. But look at all of these 17s. There's so many, and we don't have any gaps in our data set. So I would say it's probably around 17, if not exactly 17. Oh, and there are 25 puppies total. All right, let's move on. Here we go. Activity 1. Oh, we are not going to do this because that would require us to get out everybody together and talk about their names. So instead, we're going to just jump to activity 2 because that'll give us the same kind of thing. So activity 2, 20 people participated in a study about blinking. The number of times each person blinked while watching a video for 1 minute was recorded. The data values are shown here in order from smallest to largest. Ooh, love it when they put it in order for us. Alrighty, so it says, all right, use the grid and axis to make a dot plot of this data set. All right, so these are kind of small, but we're going to try our best here. I might zoom in a little bit. Okay, so we have to do, these are each square is worth 1. So with the first one we have is a 3. So I'm going to put it here. Then 6, 8, 11, 11, 13. Let's just see if I can make it big. Whoa, too big. Sorry, friends. Let's see that. So I need 11, 11, 13, 14, 14, 14, 14. So we have 4 14s. We have a 16. We have an 18. We have 3 20s. 1, 2, 3. We have 122, 124, 132, 136, and 51, way up there. All right, so there's our dot plot. It says, find the median Q2 and mark its location. All right, so if we have 20 people, so 20 people participating in this, so halfway would be 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it would be in between 14 and 16. So that would be 15. So right here, it should be 15. Right? Okay, so that's Q2 at 15. So I'm just going to put it down here so we know. Find the first quartile. Okay, so if I have 10 dots below and 10 dots above, then I'm looking for the fifth dot, or in between, right? So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So here's this one. So between 11 and 13, that would be 12. So right here would be Q1. And Q3, start at this line, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So right here, in between 20 and 22 is 21. So 21 right here is Q3. So Q1 is 12 and Q3 is 21. Okay, what are the minimum and maximum? Well, the minimum is 3 and the maximum is 51. So here's the minimum and here's the maximum. Okay, so now that we've labeled them, it says a box plot, that's a new term for us, can be used to represent the 5-number summary graphically. Let's draw a box plot for the number of blinks data. On the graph above, draw above the dot plot. So we're going to draw it just above our dot plot. Draw a box. They're going to explain how to do this. Draw a box that extends from the first quartile, Q1, to the third quartile, Q3. Label the quartiles. All right, so here we go. Here's quartile 1, right here. And here's quartile 3. So I get to draw a box from quartile 1 to, whoa, likes to zoom in. Well, that might be okay. To quartile 3, just like so. And we're going to label it Q1 and Q3. Okay, now it says, so we did that. B, at the median, Q2, draw a vertical line from the top of the box to the bottom of the box. Label the median. So our median is here. So we draw from the top to the bottom and label that Q2, which is our median, right? All right, so we've done B. Now let's go C. From the left side of the box, Q1, draw a horizontal line, which we call a whisker, that extends to the minimum of the data set. So let's go up to here. So the minimum is here. So on the side of our box, we are going to draw a line that's called a whisker to where the minimum is. Then it says, on the right side of the box, Q3, draw a similar line that extends to the maximum. So the maximum is all the way up here at 51. So we are going to draw a line like that, which is also, we also call the whisker. Okay, so we have just drawn a a box plot. I tried to call it a dot plot. That's not right. This is a box plot. If you know your 5-number summary, you can easily draw a box plot. You have now created a box plot to represent the number of blinks data. What fraction of the data values are represented by each of the elements of the box plot? So the left whisker. All right, so let's go up here. The left whisker is this section right here. So because of what we know about our quartiles, we know that this is 1/4 of our data. So we can go down here and say the left whisker takes up 1/4 of the data. What fraction of the data? 1/4 of it. Now let's go up here. The right box, the right whisker, which is this, also takes up 1/4 of our data. So the right whisker is also 1/4. Now what does the box take up? The box is right here, and that's quartile 1 to quartile 3, which is actually half of our data. That takes up half of our data, which makes sense because 1/4 plus 1/2 plus 1/4 equals 1/2, right? Because 1/2, you could call that 2/4. So 1/4 plus 2/4 plus 1/4 equals 4/4 or 1/2. Okay, that's how you draw a box plot. You will have to draw box plots. So I need you to review this, make sure you understand. A box plot represents the 5-number summary. And we can get that 5-number summary from the box plot. It shows the first quartile, the third quartile, as the left and right sides of the rectangle. The median is the vertical segment inside the box. And then we have the whiskers that extend from quartile 1 to the minimum value and from Q3, quartile 3, to the maximum value. Okay? This section right here represents the middle half of the data. This section is 1/4 of the data, and this section is 1/4 of the data. 1/4 and 1/4.